Hi you guys, it's Gabby coming to you guys today. So I just wanted to come back here and give you guys an update on how it's been with this my first travel nursing contract. So this is like the end of this week. So today is Friday and this will be my second week of being on my contract. The first week went by pretty good. I will say whenever I got to the apartment, I was pretty underwhelmed, I should say. I guess I thought it would be like nicer, but I guess since they're, you know, not the company that I'm working for, but the facility that I'm at, they're the ones who are actually paying for the place, and they, you know, provide the housing. And so whatever way they can get out of, like, you know, going all extravagant in the housing, they're trying to save money pretty much. So there is 3 bedrooms here in this apartment. There's a bigger like master bedroom, and then there's 2 smaller rooms. There was a CNA here when I first came, and her contract ended up, you know, finishing, so she did leave. So the bigger room is available now, but I just kind of wanted to keep my smaller room. I won't have like as much to clean. I can see my car right through this window here, even though like I'm right by a train track, so it's like super loud at night sometimes. But then again, I do work nights, so it just depends if I'm here that night, you know, stuff like that. Besides that, the faculty, like the hiring person, what do you call her? I can't remember her position, but she has been so nice. She's like, if anybody ever gives you any problems, come to me, you know, yada yada yada. Her boss, like the DON over the facility, not so welcoming, not so great, a bit rude. But honestly, I just keep telling myself, Gabby, you're here to get this money, and you're here to go to school to complete your education. I didn't mention before, but I am going to school full-time online, and so I'll have my bachelor's degree in 2021, and I'll probably do a video on that whole thing. I do have a couple videos about my LPN to RN journey, and so this is all a part of the journey. So I'm just here to document it, because I'm like always on YouTube looking for people who are in my situation and just some encouraging words, because y'all, it is hard. Okay, so anytime I'm not at work, I definitely go come home and do my homework. The area is a little sketchy, and so I don't go out like at night by myself or anything like that. I'm definitely always home before the sun goes down. I'm only coming from work, and the job is literally 2 minutes away. Some people can walk there. I ain't walking, but you could walk. I've heard that you could walk. It's just 2 minutes away, which is pretty nice, because I can just wait last minute to leave. Excuse me. There aren't a lot of restaurants around here. I am like in the north, and so I'm from the south, and so I already, like, the personalities are just different, and I kind of am expected that, because I've been like in this area for the last 2 years. Yeah, 2 years now, almost 2 years. Yeah, 2 years. So I kind of expected it to be a little different. I haven't like really made any friends since I've been up in this area. It's just me and my husband. He's the one who like has the friends and stuff, because we're like prior military family and all this stuff. So we had some people, but now we've like kind of moved away, and so it's just me and him, which is completely fine. So like on my days off, I will, like, if I have a couple of days off in a row, I will drive home. We just live like 3.5 hours away from here, so I will go home to be with him. And if I do have to work, like this week I worked every other day, and so it wouldn't be worth me going home, and so I just stay here and like pick up those days in between, as long as my homework is done and I can do that. But yeah, so I did get my first check today from the previous week. And so what they do with the you know, when you start, you do all your like you set up your direct deposit and all that stuff. And at this facility that I'm at, they have like a time punch for the travelers, and so I have a little card and I punch my time, and I have a sheet that I send to my agency every Friday, and someone there has to sign off on it and all that stuff for my hours and stuff for me to get paid. So I got my first check this week. I didn't work any overtime because it was my first week. I didn't work any overtime, so it was, you know, still good. So I am working like 10 hours overtime this week, and so I'm sure that check will be really, really nice. As far as like stuff here at the apartment, me and my husband, before I came, we like went and got groceries, and so I plan to every 2 weeks, you know, or whenever I can, to go back and go grocery shopping with him, so we won't be buying double. So I do that. I take my lunch with me. There's not like a restaurant around here. There's like, you know, hole in the wall restaurants, not like, you know, McDonald's, Burger King. I think the nearest one is like an hour or 2 hours away, but there is a dollar store two minutes down the street as well, and so I'm able to go, and I went over and like bought some cereal, bought some stuff like that. Otherwise, I already have meat from home. I'm gonna probably make some spaghetti tomorrow that'll last me for a couple of days. And then after that, I'll be off for like 5 days. And I'll work 3 days that week, and I'll be off for 5 days, something like that. I'll be off for a good amount of time to go home and just chill out. So I'm really excited for that. I guess I didn't expect, like, I expected to like come here and be like, oh my gosh, you know, they're grateful to have me. They are short staffed. I'm super nice. I'm here to help. And honestly, like, I guess it's just like every other facility. Like, there are some lazy people. Honestly, there's some lazy people. There's some people who was like, I don't know, trying to like try to figure me out because I just go and do my job. I don't really say anything to anybody but the residents, which is completely fine. One night, there was a girl. She was acting like super weird, and she was like, hey, you know, I'll turn the light on for you. She was like being nice at the same time, like acting like she had something going on. And so I was like, no, I don't need the light, it's fine, whatever, because it was like during the evening time, and I had my cart like on the hallway. And she's like, oh, I'll turn on the light. And so I go in somebody's room, and I come back out, and there's a $5 bill on the floor. And I was like, who's trying to like set me up right now? I don't need y'all money. I'm here because I'm getting money. I'm like, what? And so I took my happy stuff over there, and I picked up that $5 bill, and I went and took it to her, and I was like, I think you dropped this, because she was the last one down on the hallway. And she like patted herself and was like, oh yeah, I must have. I was just like, okay, I don't know what you're about, but I'm definitely gonna stay far away from you. So as far as like signing up again for this contract, I don't know. It depends on how the checks are at the end of the day, and if these people just, you know, you stay where you're at and I just stay where I'm at. There are some travelers that are going to be here in a couple of maybe like next week or something. There's supposed to be 2 people coming, and I'm hoping that you know, I can, I don't know, not like find a friend, but it's just nice to like vent to people who understand, if that makes any sense. So yeah, if there's any travelers on here that can give advice, or like have ever run into a situation where there's something going on at the facility and they don't know if they should like say something or not, I definitely ran into that. I was working nights, and I found that I don't know, I just felt like the aides, I don't know, but the aides weren't doing rounds every 2 hours, and where I come from, you do rounds every 2 hours. You change someone every 2 hours, like that's just it. But I feel like that was not happening. Instead, people like are sleeping, and I'm just like, do I bring it up to the manager? And when I was about to, she was acting like she didn't really care, so I was just like, I'm only here for a short time. At the end of the day, I can only help what I can help when I'm there. I can't like play like Superwoman, trying to like find everybody out from what they're doing, whatever, you know. So I'm just like, while I'm there on my shift, you won't be sleeping, you'll be doing your rounds. And I'm that nurse that like goes with you. So like a girl was sleeping and I was like, hey, so and so, you need help with your rounds, and I will go help you, help change them. Like, I don't care. I'm here to get the job done. As long as I get off when I'm supposed to get off, it's all good. So that's how it's been going so far. Speaking about the housing again, there isn't like laundry here. So they do have another place that's a house that some travelers are staying in, that I could go and do my laundry there. But if not, they said that I could do it at the facility as well. But I've just been like, whenever I go home, I'm just like doing it then. But if I was in dire need, I could definitely go over to the other traveler's house. I'm trying to think of anything else. That's really it so far. If you guys have any questions, please be sure to leave them below. Thanks so much for watching this video. I'll be sure to keep y'all updated if anything changes, or if there is an update, or if I run into anything that I should share, or what I didn't expect to happen, you know, stuff like that. So again, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.